3, 2. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Go that.
I'm Scotty Barnes and you're watching.
Go that with me. Go that.
There he is, the young GOAT himself. You up for a challenge, MP?
Become a pro.
What's good, MP? Time to do what you do.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The championship core of the Warriors is out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt, with Green working at power forward. The professor out there with Andrew Wiggins, and for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. Then it's Reed, then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Hey, Greg, what are you looking for here as they enter their first night of a back-to-back?
We'll see how the coaching staff distributes minutes among the players. You don't want to overuse your guys tonight and leave them sluggish for tomorrow. It's about finding a balance.
In this one, guys, MP and Joel Embiid going head-to-head. MP got the win in the first meeting, and he's looking to repeat that success tonight.
Well, when you're taking on a former MVP like Embiid, you know it's going to be a challenge. Between his wide array of post moves, his outstanding footwork, and that wide body, he's a hard man to keep in check.
Yeah, the adjustments that MP makes will be interesting in this one. These guys have already faced off this year, so let's see how this one plays out.
And here's Harden. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson, Harden dishes to Embiid. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Pettit, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. And Greg, some big news for MP. He's been named to his first All-Star team.
And he has to feel like he's arrived. MP worked hard to earn a spot on that All-Star team.
Now, here's Maxey. His last outing with 20 points. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Thompson against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
And hard not to love a young guy like Tyrese Maxey, who has such a great attitude.
Boy, I love the way he plays, Greg. He's effervescent in his approach. Plays with great speed and pace and fearlessness. He's got a readiness to him and a workmanlike approach that bodes well for him the rest of his career. I think he's a potential all-star, and he delivers in just about any situation he's put in.
Now here's Harden. Last time, 14 points for him. The teardrop falls in. It's a tie ball game.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Here's Pettit. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Harris passes to Reed. Embiid trying to break loose. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And this has to fire Green up. Whenever he dunks it like that, it gets the whole team energized.
Now here's Harden. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Harris outside. The feed to Embiid. Over Pettit. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 8.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Now here's Wiggins. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. There's the triple. Rebound by the 76ers. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Harris misses. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Right wing. Here's Pettit, and he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Maxey. No scoring in this one. Here's Harden. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pettit the pass to Green. On the wing, Green. Here's Pettit. He's got 5. Over in the corner, Green. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Green's got his second basket.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Harden against Curry. And it's blocked. Here's Pettit. On the wing, Wiggins. Again, Golden State.
An excellent score off the dribble. Wiggins starting to excel in the catch-and-shoot game, too.
Passes it to Embiid. Harris against Wiggins. Kicks it out to Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
Well, Clark, even with all their roster movement, all the player moves they've made, the 76ers have managed to have sustained success.
You know what, Kevin? I agree. Their roster has gone through a lot of changes recently with key players being moved, which makes it even harder to sustain success. But they found a way to keep winning.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for James Harden. Now Thompson. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. Curry brings the double. Here's Green. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Curry against Paul. High post, Embiid. 26 points for him last game against Dallas.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Here's Pettit. 6-point game. Now, here's Melton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And the professor picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Golden State. Oubre comes in for Wiggins. Reed kicks to Melton. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Drills the three-pointer. Maxey's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thompson finds Oubre. There's Kuminga. A three-pointer, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 3. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Now Curry. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. The pass to Reed. Embiid inside. 8 points for him. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Melton. Out left to the wing. Embiid inside. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now here's Kuminga. They lead by 1. Paul against Curry. The shot's good from Paul.
And Paul with the good touch on the floater. Guys, that's a difficult shot to make, that floater, but it's one of his many go-to shots.
Melton against Oubre. Pass to Reed. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. That's 12 points for Joel Embiid.
Embiid's mid-range touch is really improving. It's noticeable.
And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Nobody near Milton. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Curry's shot is off. He got it! Whoa! It's good! He did it!
Drained it! Whoa! A bomb at the buzzer. How about that? Unreal. Whips this crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Some changes. The professor's checked in for Sharch. Wiggins comes in for Kuminga. And Paul subbed in for Payton. And Golden State looking at who they've got. They're going to go small with Paul and Curry as the guard pair. Kelly Oubre out there with Wiggins. And it's Pettit in at the center position.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Embiid. He kicks it to Hart. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. The shot's good from Paul.
That's his bread and butter. Paul is still one of the best from the mid-range.
Harden the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Wiggins. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Harden the pass to Embiid. To the paint. Harris misses. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They've got a 22-run goal. What a pace. In terms of the ideal stretch 4, Tobias Harris fits the mold.
Yeah, he does so much so well on the court. He's an excellent three-point shooter, helps space the floor. But at the defensive end, he's versatile, he's tough, battles on the glass as well. And I just love his overall game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Clark, I have to say, it seems like the college game has seen a little bit of a... shift in recent years. You cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the game, much like the pro game, has become a little more perimeter-centric. The three-point shot has been a huge part of the game's evolution. And so you see more teams playing to space the floor and take advantage of the three-point shot. Not nearly as much back to the basket post play. So I do think the game has changed. Not necessarily good or bad. I think it's just different.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against Brooklyn put on a show. He ended up with 43 points, and he was all over the glass in that one with a season high in rebounds. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Harden. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Curry against Harden. And Embiid with the screen on Curry. The three from Harden. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. And another 3 for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Oh, some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
High post, Embiid. It's deflected. Here's Pettit. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for the professor. And it's the first All-Star. our selection for young MP. And Craigie comes in as a starter.
And Kevin, heck of a way to make an entrance, right? Busting down the doors, if you ask me.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he drives in.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Joel Embiid. He's around 30 points per clip, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Free throw good from Pettit. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Golden State. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Passes it to Harden. Embiid with a screen on Green. Back to Harris. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Ranking. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They still have a firm hold on that second spot. Strong place to be.
And I think for Golden State, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody. Boy, this is bad, tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Got that one up quick. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Maxey looking it over. Embiid is at the elbow. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Headed good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harden has a wide open look. Off target from outside.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And that one drops. 9 points in the game so far.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, they're winning with better offense. They're moving the ball well, getting high percentage shots. This is what efficiency looks like, guys.
Near flawless execution, no doubt about it. And let's take a second now to see what the fan... And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
We've got Tyrese Maxey. Reed out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. And he lays it straight in. Embiid's got 16 points.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Andrew Wiggins.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably. The scoring ability Harden brings is unique and next level.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Green, no luck. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On deep, buries it from three-point range. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green with a screen on Embiid. There's the drive. And Green gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
And that IQ of Green, just sizing up defenses and making the right read in that pick and roll.
There's the pass to Harden. Kicks it to Embiid. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Inside. And Green slams it in.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Harden the pass to Embiid. This one for 3. Pettit grabs the board. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
76ers foul. James Harden. That's his first personal foul.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for the Warriors, Pettit.
Free throw good from Pettit.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Pettit. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Embiid the screen. Maxey passes to Harris. Here's Embiid. And just miss after miss right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
Harris spots the opening and helps his team exploit it.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pettit the pass to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Here's Pettit, guarded by Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green, going inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal
And
foul.
there's Draymond playing his forceful brand of basketball, and that's the only way he knows how to play.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
That free throw, no good.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership, strong vocally on and off the floor.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Everyone, your Sixers ep15.
And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Well, you look at the professor, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And, you know, they've given him some more responsibility offensively. In these past 2 weeks, he's responded.
Well, the way he's been filling it up, he's earned it. I mean, look, the game is slowing down for him. He's starting to see the whole floor now.
Embiid dishes to Harris. Outside, Maxey. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got 3 assists in the game.
The assist comes by Rick.
Higgins outside. Here's Pettit. 19 points in the game. Curry outside. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 15.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Harden looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Stephen Curry. And a lot of speculation, GA, of what would happen with Harden. As of now, he remains a Sixer.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a new landing place for him. Many thought the Clippers would go after Harden, but for the time being, he's going for another round with Philly.
DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Golden State also making a change. Ball's checked in for Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. And it's blocked. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Embiid's got 8 points here in this quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Paul. Here's Pettit. Guarded by Embiid. Good D by Embiid. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
Some changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. Gary Payton comes in for Klay Thompson. And Oubre subbed in for Stephen Curry. Timeout called the Warriors.
Now on the court is your hype squad.
And now a look at James Harden. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's right around 17 points a night, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Pass to Reed. To the middle. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Pettit. He's got 19. In the corner, it's Oubre. Passes it to Pettit. Shoots over Embiid. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 21.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Harden against Paul. The 76ers with another miss. Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Pettit. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Pettit's got 11 points here in just the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
To the inside, Embiid. That's tipped. The pass to Pettit. It's hauled in by Harris. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Elton finds Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Melton against Oubre. Harden outside. The 3. Oubre pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Payton kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Pettit. Back to Kuminga. Oubre for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Reed. On the wing, Melton. Payton against Harris. Pass to Harden. From deep three-point territory, the Warriors pull it in.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, you can see why Chris Paul has led the league in assists many times before.
Harden left side. Embiid wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Over to the wing. Here's Pettit. And the shot goes down. Pettit's got 27 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Philadelphia shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And there's the pass to Reed. And here's Harden, defended by Paul. Harden kicks to Embiid. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Paul. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Really left alone that time. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
Here's Pettit. Up in time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here.
Changing it up here.
All right, get in there.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Peyton is out there with Sharch. Then there's Oubre. Then there's the professor. And it's Paul in at the point guard.
How about Joel Embiid? A high-risk, high-reward pick turns into a superstar.
Yeah, that's well said, Greg. I mean, he sat out 2 years before even seeing the NBA court. Sustained a foot injury before being drafted. Persevered through that. And is now one of the most dominant big men and players in the game. The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
Harris kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
And the 76ers making a change here. Reed's checked in. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Utah matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Bennett, the pass to Kuminga. Paul kicks to Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Pass to Harden. Here's Embiid. Pettit grabs the board. Warriors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Axie passes to Embiid, and it's denied. Over in the corner, Paul. It's tipped. On the wing, Harden. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines. That's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Charge is checked in.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And Harden with the stop.
An aggressive move from Harden at the hoop. Really good to see him take it to the defense like that.
Paul passes to Pettit. Tries the spin move. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Harris against Payton. Harris passes to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Harden sets the pick for Maxey. He kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 3 over Pettit. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got 4 assists now tonight. Charge passes to Moody. It's Payton, high post. Harris is there. Count the basket.
Gary Payton II.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. In the corner, it's Harris. Oh, good on the triple. The Warriors shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Pettit, guarded by Embiid. And here is Moody. Here's Pettit. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength
for the Warriors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the professor.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight. Notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
And the Warriors making a change here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Pettit. Spins. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Moody takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking.
nice team win. Let's keep it going.